This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Wednesday, the 6th day of June in the year 2018. Here's what we're tracking tonight. The East Berbice village of Glasgow was thrown into shock this morning when a villager slashed and stabbed his wife and daughter to death, and then took his own life. The mother and daughter have been identified as 38-year-old Bidumati Sitaram and 21-year-old Anila Khan. The assailant, who took his own life after killing his wife and daughter, has been identified as Guyanese Sitaram. The incident reportedly occurred close to 9:30 this morning. Neighbors were alerted by loud screams coming from the house. When some of them ventured into the yard, they found the bloodied bodies of the two women, and the man was found hanging under an abandoned house 1 street away. The couple's young baby was the only one left unhurt. The wife died on the spot, but the daughter passed away while receiving treatment at a hospital. Both women had multiple chop and stab wounds to their bodies. It is unclear what may have triggered the double murder and suicide. Police investigators spent much of today at the crime scene, questioning neighbors and collecting evidence in the case. The probe continues tonight. One day after a list of the more than 200 Guyanese businesses and individuals doing business with Exxon was released, the company is putting a dollar figure to those numbers. Appearing on 94.1 FM's Jumpstart Morning Show today, the Director for Public and Government Affairs at Exxon Mobil, Kimberly Brasington, revealed that $14 million would have already been pumped into the local companies and individuals for the services and products provided to Exxon just for the first quarter of this year. The list revealed large, medium and small companies in addition to sole traders who would have either directly or indirectly provided services and products to the Exxon company. Restaurants, taxi services and vendors were among those listed. Ms. Brasington explained that when it comes to local content and spending, everything matters, so those small companies and vendors who provide services and products cannot be discounted.
They represent about $14 million just in the first quarter of this year that have been spent among them. So I think it's important because it's $14 million into this economy locally. So that's the local content story. When you look at it as a big picture, it's a lot of money being infused into the economy because ExxonMobil is here. Now, you know, the little companies are still benefiting. And so while they might not have huge contracts, they are receiving business, more business than they would have otherwise.
The Exxon official reminded that Exxon will be here for decades, and so businesses and needs will expand. Brasington said local companies that believe they have products or services that could be beneficial to Exxon should ensure they are registered with the Center for Local Business Development.
You need to register your business with the Center for Local Business Development. So the website is clbdguyana.com. It's the Center for Local Business Development. They have a Facebook page as well, clbdguyana.com. That's the first step. You've got to get yourself registered with it. There's a portal, get your business registered. You can do it online or you can physically go to the center, South Road in the iPad building, get your business registered. Once you're in that portal, one, you're gonna get alerts. So every time one of our contractors is looking to tender or looking for services, they go to that center and they pull a list of people who are relevant for what they're looking for.
When the center was first set up, Exxon was looking to target 300 local businesses. More than 800 have already registered, and the company expects many more as time for first oil approaches. The official explained too that as other drilling phases begin for the company, local content will expand. In terms of direct jobs, Brasington said there are already a number of Guyanese who are employed directly with the company, and that too will expand as the work of the company widens and grows. In the world of politics, President David Granger today brushed aside the most recent calls on him to go ahead and confirm Acting Chancellor Justice Janet Cummings Edwards and Acting Chief Justice Roxanne George to the substantive positions, saying that doing so would be outside of the constitutional requirements. Mr. Granger was at the time responding to fresh calls by the Guyana Bar Association and the Women Lawyers Association for the two women to be confirmed in the positions.
That is well known. I took my time in making that decision, and I'm not prepared to throw it out of the window.
The president told reporters at State House today that he took a lot of time in making his decision to recommend the appointment of Justice Kenneth Benjamin as Chancellor and Justice Cummings Edwards as the Chief Justice. He said he is not prepared to throw those recommendations out of the window. Asked whether he would be inclined to support the calls made by the Bar Association, the president said he is inclined to support the Constitution of Guyana.
I am required by the Constitution to do certain things, and I have obeyed the Constitution in every regard.
The appointments could only move ahead with the agreement of the opposition leader. The opposition leader, Bharat Jagdeo, has already turned down the president's recommendations, but has not offered any reason. Well, it took a few days of protests and the involvement of Amerindian rights groups and the Ministry of Education. But today, the Mays Private School formally issued an apology to the parents of the young boy who was told to cover up when he arrived at school in his indigenous outfit for the school's Culture Day observances recently. The face-to-face apology took place this morning in the boardroom of the Ministry of Education, as the school and the parents sat and held discussions with Education Minister Nicolette Henry. The school indicated earlier this week that it would have been issuing the apology following a meeting with officials of the Amerindian People's Association and some of the organizers of the protest. In the apology, May stated that as an educational institution, it is defined by the belief that the multiplicity of ideas and beliefs, cultures and cultural values enrich the learning experience of its students. The school says it holds deeply to the view that respect for and celebration of several cultures which make up the country creates a diverse, dynamic environment for the students. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting.